I got nothing to say, yeah, I'm just loving the way you're looking over here. Come over here and tell me your name. I could tell by the sound, yeah, when you open your mouth. I hear my new favorite melody, hey. We should both run away. Why did we ever stay in the first place? I can't shake the feeling when you face away from me, babe. I will wait a lifetime if you say you stay with me, babe. I can't shake the feeling when you face away from me, babe. I will wait a lifetime if you say you stay with me, babe.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Honestly Not Even Worried full audio-visual experience. I am your host, Anilo G, and I'm here with Blake Boots.
Welcome, everybody, to the HNEW. Honestly, I'm just kidding. All right.
Episode number
31.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Did you get that wrong?
I thought it was
You already
32.
did it.
Really?
Today's guest needs no introduction, but I'm going to give her one. She is a baker extraordinaire.
Go on.
She bakes like nobody's business, so
Go on.
she started her own.
Go on.
You can find it online at fatbread.com.
Let me just get in on that for a second. You cannot find me
Fatbread.org.
at fatbread.org. Only on Instagram at fratbreadbakes.
At Fratbread Bakes, she
At
said.
Frat Bread. She's on Frat Bread Baked.
You heard it
Fatbread.bread.
here, folks. You can find her at
That's probably
Fratbread.
there's probably some weird
Frat bread.
Frat bread is probably some weird little sex thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
You
little
I
sandwich
don't
type
want
situation.
Actually, I don't even say weird because I don't want to kink shame. I'm just
No,
gonna
you
say
don't want to kink shame.
We don't yuck yums here.
interesting sex stuff,
Gangbangs.
but in a frat house or with frat boys.
Have you considered
Yeah.
getting fat.bread?
Fat.bread.
Yeah, as a
No.
domain name? Because I think you can get a .bread.
Here's the thing. I don't think a lot about the internet.
Mm.
Myself on the internet, trying to get on the internet. So no, but now that you said that, maybe I should.
I don't know if it'd be worth it. I don't know how much money or what it would bring in, but
Yeah.
it's a cool little, because I have a friend whose last name ends in IS and his is like blah blah .is, and it's just like his
Oh.
name IS.
I guess if you're like a Borg last name, like
Oh man,
Hammerborg,
Borg, Andy Borg.
you could be andyb.borg,
Yeah,
andyb.org.
it's cool. You can buy domain names in any place. But anyways, yeah,
Fatbread Bakes
bread.
on Instagram
on
only.
Instagram only. She's taking orders. She does subscriptions, and we're going to taste some food later. But for now,
Oui, oui.
we're just going to chill. We're here with Hannah Rife.
Round of applause. Welcome.
So happy to be IRL. with
Welcome
my
to the
two lovers.
pod.
Thank you.
How are you?
I just hit
She's
the
sinking.
chair and I'm sinking a little bit. This is where it should be.
Yeah, we got the configuration
Going
all
down,
nice.
down, sugar.
You know, we realized in the living room that we really like to face each other.
Yeah.
in the pod.
So
It
I'm
does
gonna- I'm
make
gonna
it really
lean back
nice.
a little bit.
Yeah,
so
lean
we
back so we
see
can
you.
do sort of like a circular config.
Be as
Yeah.
cozy as possible.
Semicircle.
Yeah, so thanks for coming.
Thank you.
We're really excited. First guest episode of the month.
Oh, the month. I was going to say like of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. February.
Since we started
month.
recording again.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have you. Hannah here is a good friend of ours. We met like 6 years ago when we first moved to
Yeah.
Nashville. We went to a mutual friend's house and we met.
You came to my pool, actually.
Really?
That was the
Yes.
first time.
Whoa.
I got a picture from that
Do you?
moment. Yeah.
But I mean, then, yeah, we were at many a mutual friends party after that.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I do remember going to that pool. That was a nice, you were the pool hookup.
I was the pool hookup at that time.
That's crucial.
Yeah.
That's like gold.
I haven't
I-
been in a
Parts.
pool in years.
Ugh.
It's hard to find that pool hookup.
Yeah. We just sneak in a little bit, but it's like,
It never works.
Never?
I can never get in.
I was just thinking about how, at least for me, I've known you guys for like most of my adult life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, You know, I don't think college, like, you're not really an adult, you know?
You're saying
still,
like 20, 23, 24 and on
Yeah,
pretty much?
yeah.
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 Yeah, that's the true adulthood time.
It's crazy to think that we've been here that long.
I know.
On
I feel the
Earth?
same.
Oh, Nashville.
Nashville, Earth.
Like I think about
Time
I
is-
still question
I think
that,
about
yeah.
us in Chicago, and I was like, when we were kind of hanging out, and I didn't realize that. I always forget that we were like 22.
Oh, babies.
Yeah,
What the
that was
hell?
a blip too. That
was
was
a
like
blip.
so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, college, what, like 4 years?
Well, no, I mean, I only knew Neil in Chicago for about 8 months, probably.
Oh.
Yeah.
6, like
And
maybe
then
shorter
you
than
moved down
that.
here together
Yeah.
that quickly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you knew it was going to last.
Yeah, we were like, let's
Wow.
tack a few more years onto this.
Yeah, let's add some more life. Let's inject some life.
Yeah. So,
More life.
what else about you is interesting? I mean, so much. Where do we begin? You're also a licensed attorney,
That's true. In the state of Tennessee.
so she can tell you all about your contracts.
Mm-hmm.
She can tell you about perpetuities and clauses and
That I'm
all
actually
sorts of shit.
kind of impressed that you know perpetuities.
Schedule A's, Schedule B's.
Schedule B's. Oh gosh.
I throw perpetuities into all my contracts.
I would-
I hope we never have to go through discovery together. Oh, it just popped in again. I can hear both now.
Good.
So why the switch? Why the transition from law, from
Mhm.
practicing law to
Mhm.
trying to bake? One seems very, rules.
Yeah.
Very like these are the boundaries of the law
Mm-hmm.
with some wiggle room, which is why you do your thing.
Right.
But baking to me is so unpredictable sometimes.
Sure.
Even with a recipe, and even like for me, I feel like I would love baking, but I'm
Mhm.
so scared of it.
Oh.
So what was the change here from law to?
Well, okay. Well, I want to get back to you being scared and a little bit about baking, but
We'll come back to it.
I think it's a tale as old as time. I went to law school because I thought that's what I should do and what my parents wanted me to do. Classic. And I will say this, I actually really liked law school, which is crazy. Like
Yeah.
it was so hard, a lot of like stress and late nights, but made some really good friends, and also was new to Nashville, so I was going out a lot, met you guys around
Keep
that
this up, keep
time.
this closer.
Oh, sorry, I
Yeah,
got
there you
closer. Met y'all around that time, and we just goofed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goofed a lot. So I had a good balance of like, even though school was incredibly stressful and hard, had a lot of goofing on the side to balance it. But then when I got into the real world of attorney life, I just really hated it. I
Yeah.
hated the field. It just felt
monotony.
very monotonous
That's very interesting.
and just not, there was
Fulfilling.
no life giving in it. It was all neutral or life taking.
It was all like punching in the time
Yeah.
card and getting my nut.
And everybody is in the same boat too, so there's
Yeah.
nobody who's like, you know what, actually I'm really passionate about this and I think we should. Everybody else is just like, yeah, I'm just here to get a check, let's go.
Wow.
Everyone at the office kind of had that vibe. Like
Yeah.
nobody was super
Well, and I worked
into
for
it.
the state government, so
Yeah.
you know.
Do you feel like that was like all around in that profession at your age, or was it just where you were?
I think it's where I was,
Mhm.
but I also knew I didn't want to do like a big firm.
Because there are like lawyers your age that are just like about it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, kind of, if they're being paid well.
Yeah.
But so I've always cooked, and then
Always, like in high school?
Yeah, always. But then definitely like college, really got better at it, and then moving down here got better at it, and then even before COVID, I started selling bread
Mm-hmm.
to like friends like y'all,
Mm-hmm.
and then COVID, I really kicked off making focaccia,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is my fat bread signature.
So delicious.
And at the time, I was dating a guy who really pushed me to start a business and like gave me some advice and made a logo for me. And then I just kicked it off from there, and I liked it a lot better than being an attorney.
Oh yeah.
And being an attorney was not good for my mental health either. So I decided to take a break. And then that break has lasted about a year now. And I feel pretty good.
I love that.
Yeah.
Is there a certain point? There's a certain point where you can't go back into it without taking the test again, right?
No, not
Oh.
necessarily if you keep up with your license and your like continual learning kind of classes,
Mhm.
which I've done all of that because I do some consulting as well for
Yeah.
people who like have small businesses and things
Wow.
like that.
That's crazy.
But
do you,
yeah,
Do you like bring them a loaf when you're?
no,
them
I
out.
should.
Sign on the dotted bread.
Oh, come on.
You know, sign on the dotted line.
I do.
Cool.
You know that
That's
that
two.
Kanye song.
Two shitty jokes.
You know in Runaway that sample that's like, oh gotcha, oh gotcha, oh gotcha.
Uh huh.
Could we remake that but say focaccia?
Oh yeah.
Oh, can you please?
You
Focaccia, focaccia, focaccia.
really yell it though.
Focaccia, focaccia, focaccia. Is that kind of?
We'll probably take
Amazing.
one and echo.
Oh yeah. Focaccia, focaccia,
Yeah.
focaccia. I gotta. Yeah.
We'll play the piano note too.
But do it in like a different key, so it's kind of whack.
Oh.
Gotta play that yodel sample right here, which is what I will input. The one I played last night.
Did you guys hear that? That shit was crazy. So funny, right?
Yodel.
Oh yeah, hilarious.
Well, we all went to the Kanye concert too.
Oh man,
separately.
yeah.
And that was one of my best memories in Nashville. This was this was yay time, right?
Yeah.
17.
Life
This
of
was
Pablo.
2017.
This was
I
Life of
think.
Pablo. Yeah, we
So
were
like
not yay at all.
peak Kanye, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
Like before the come down. And I did not take one drug that night, and I felt high because it was like the lights, the people. He was doing that floating stage.
Yeah.
And I knew all the words. They all came flooding back. And I was like, I am in the presence.
Were you with us when we were in the Uber and we saw that he was coming and we were like, let's just buy the tickets now?
No, I was planning on going, and then I found out y'all were going, and I think we were trying to meet on the concourse because remember he kept pushing it back and pushing it back, and then as soon as we were gonna meet up, the lights went down. We're like, never mind.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
ran
that's
back.
right, because he was late. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I think we've talked about that show a couple times on this pod.
what a
'cause
night.
It's definitely one of the top concerts. I think I was only on Advil as well. Oh, and some fucking kids were trying to get me to buy them beer. And this kid wouldn't stop pestering me and asking me questions and shit. And eventually I was like, yo, I'm trying to watch the show. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah,
Sorry,
they were
little
gonna
kid.
try
I
to
love
pester
that.
you
Like,
until.
fuck
You're,
that.
fuck
Have you
out
ever
of here.
bought an underage person?
Nice try. Nice try, lawyer. Nice try. Yeah.
That really did sound.
I don't know. Have I ever bought under?
Get the
No,
fuck
of
out.
course not. Of course
No,
not.
I feel like that's always a thing you see in movies is kids hanging out at the gas station, like, hey, old man.
I was never the one to approach a stranger to ask them. I had some ballsy friends that would do that.
Yeah.
I could never do that. I was
what
always
was the
too
percent
nervous.
that they would get the alcohol for you?
Pretty much 4 out of the 5 times
Really?
that they were asked. Yeah.
Mhm.
Luckily, we've had
Yeah, I had a
everyone's
couple.
had.
Everyone's been pretty chill.
Well, or people have gotten fakes junior year.
Yeah.
That were friends and they
Yeah.
just use those and that works somehow.
Did your brother ever get you stuff?
I don't know. Yeah.
I could not say it this time.
Yeah. I can't tell you at this time.
I do not recall.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm just gonna plug this for all of your listeners, not our
Yeah.
listeners. Sorry.
I
Yeah,
offer
what's ours?
free
What's ours
get
is
out of
yours?
jail free card notes
Well-
that I can get you out.
No. Don't ever talk to the police without a lawyer, and that is all I'm gonna say because.
Oh, yeah.
I just still don't understand why there are still some people who literally go without an attorney. It does not make you seem
What
guilty.
do you mean? Into the
To talk to police will be like, hey, we have something to talk to you about.
Oh, I see.
You're a suspect in something, or we want to question you.
Well,
If they
they
ever want to question you,
They go because they're coerced and they're scared.
no.
still don't do it.
Even if you are, get an attorney.
Yeah, don't say anything.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Or
but they-
don't say an attorney.
I'm just saying they chicken out. They're like,
Well, because the
Oh, shit.
police will pressure you as
Yeah,
much as they
depends.
can,
That's what I'm
right?
saying.
Before you can, yeah.
I don't know why I decided to
plug that.
plug that.
Drop
but,
the yodel sample.
It is kind of like that. Yeah.
But
Well,
even this
no, it's
day,
important to know
people
that.
our age, I just heard about somebody who went and he was being questioned and did not go with an attorney. He's like, well, I didn't want them to think I was
Was this a
hiding
friend of yours?
anything. Friend of a friend.
Oh. Is he in law
What is
school?
Mm-mm, no. No.
What's the first reason why you should do that? Other than obviously, well, just I'll let you
To
say.
protect your rights.
Mhm. And then when you're there with the attorney, what's the first thing that happens? Do you say some sort of statement, or do they just talk to you, or do they
They-
talk to the person who they're questioning,
They talk to
and
the
then
person.
the lawyer's just kind of like,
Yeah, exactly. They talk to the person they're questioning. The police talk to and ask questions, and the attorney can say, "Don't answer that,"
Mm.
and they don't have, and you don't have to. Or they'll say, "We're not going to talk at this time without more information," or if they're trying to arrest you, but they really can't arrest you.
but you've seen in Mayor of Easttown where they're questioning, and they start to get scared, and they're like, "I want my lawyer."
Yeah.
And then she's just like, "I know you fucking did that shit." She's like, "I want my lawyer," and then she just kept pushing and
Yeah.
pushing.
Yeah.
Keep saying,
That's scary.
"I want my
Because
lawyer."
they can push all they want, right?
Yeah.
Until the lawyer's there.
Yeah.
the lawyer's
I'm afraid they're
there.
gonna fucking pistol whip me.
I'm sure some will do.
Yeah.
Some give you a little
Ooh,
hit.
we're
But
getting
then
dark.
but then that probably fucks up the case, right?
Good.
Yeah.
If you go in without a black eye, come out with a black eye.
I'm wearing I'm wearing camera lens contacts, you idiot. And
I'm
got
wearing
you.
my Snapchat glasses, you bitch.
We're live.
My
We're
Google
live.
Ray-Bans.
Yeah, fuck the police, baby. Anyway, about this bread.
Yeah. So more about the
Bread.
fat bread.
Yes.
Now
So-
that's PHAT bread, right? Not FAT bread. Oh, it is
I
FAT
wish.
bread.
It's FAT
It is
bread.
FAT.
Yeah.
Where did the name come from?
It's a little twofold. One, I with this ex I had, we were driving around trying to figure out names, and we drove over the Fatty River, I think. And I was like, oh, fatty bread. That'd be cute. Fat bread. And it's kind of, and like my focaccia is fat. So I was like, that'd be cute. And then I was thinking more about it, and it's just like, let's take back fat. Fat
Yeah.
can be cute. Fat can be fun. Fat can not, it doesn't have to be scary. So everything I basically put fat in front of it that I sell.
Yes.
Fat dinners, fat
Wow.
snacks,
That's a sick name.
fat bread.
Yeah. I remember you were floating between two names,
Yeah.
and they were both really good. But yeah, fat bread, I was like, oh, I would eat that.
Yeah.
I would eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That or thick bread with 2 C's, but
Thick.
fat bread is more. Fat bread will last forever. Thick
Yeah.
with 2 C's is only a
And it's 3
Cute, I think.
letters,
It's
Yeah.
catchy.
easy
super
to
simple.
see and resonate.
What would you say? This is completely like on a different topic,
Okay.
but in Nashville, you being a food person, what would you say
Sure.
are some top spots to check out right now?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, okay. I used to be so into getting new food, new
Mhm.
cocktail and stuff. COVID has really like robbed me of that
Mhm.
and other things, obviously.
You don't go to get food at all?
Not as much anymore. Like I
Just to go?
to go I'll do, but it's just
Yeah.
not the same.
It isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Bars that I'm really vibing with right now. Love Mother's Ruin in Germantown, but I work like right down the corner, and it's just it reminds me of Cincinnati. Just it's very not Southern. It's very not hip, trendy Nashville. It's
yeah.
kind of old bones, and they keep it that way.
But
Is that just
Or bones.
a mother that's gone broke? Is that why it's called Mother's Ruin?
Yeah,
Mother's Ruin.
that's
what's
3
the,
for you.
What's the name? I've never understood that name.
Mother's Ruin. I think it's like, House of the Rising Sun. Like your kids going down there.
Are you going to Mother's Ruin?
It's saying
Coffee
like
stains and cocktail and wine. I don't know.
you're gonna go there
this
and get so
is
drunk.
the
It's
house that my mom used to live in, but now it's ruined because I fucked it up. That's the song, right?
That's the song.
That's
The bank took it and it wasn't mine, and it's 1933.
Sounds like our
Oh.
Jester music.
Great Depression.
does. Oh, it does,
It was
yeah.
getting jestery.
Shame. I'm just kidding. Okay. Anyways, Mother's Ruin. I need to try that. That
Mother's
sounds
I
good.
Ruin.
haven't done the bar stuff much, really. That's
I
that's
know.
when I definitely haven't been doing much.
Yeah.
Old favorite, of course, Wilburn.
Wilburn.
Every-
What about food? What about like
Food wise, oof,
little spots?
it's so hard. What are cool little spots? I don't know. Where have you guys been?
Bad Luck Burger Club,
Oh, Bad Luck Burger. Okay. They just popped up at
Lakeside.
Lakeside Lounge.
Mhm.
Another great burger.
Yeah.
Pop up, but it's vegan.
Whoa.
Is Little Weirdos. Vegan,
Little weirdos.
Vegan smash burgers. They're so good. It's like
What?
you're not missing anything
Are they
from a real burger.
Are they Impossible Burgers? Impossible meat? Do you know?
I believe so. Could not be 100% on that. But there's like cheese. They have this sauce they do, and crispy fried jalapenos.
Mm.
It's just really, really tasty.
Sauce is one of those things that can sometimes ruin or make a burger, which
Yeah.
is fascinating to me. Because
And-
how do you decide whether this is going to be a sauce that divides a lot of people or brings them together?
I think it
sauce is
always needs
crazy.
sauce. Always needs sauce. I think
But
less
that's a-
the kind and the amount.
That's a hot take, though.
You think?
Some people are super sauce averse,
On a burger, though?
and some people are super sauce, like a prerequisite. They need sauce.
Yeah.
hmm
But you've got the more vinegary sauce. You got the more mayo-y sauce.
Mhm.
Like, does Bad Luck Burger have a sauce on
Yeah,
it?
and it's pretty heavy on the sauce. I'd say.
Okay, here's a cue. Would you consider ketchup a sauce then? I
Yeah.
know it's a
Yeah.
condiment. Really?
It's wet.
Wow.
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 Wet is the word, and sometimes like I'll go,
Wet is the word. It's the word. It's the feeling. Okay.
I'll get burgers with Jenny. We love burgers, and I mean, I have two burger moods. One's like a typical burger, and then other times I'm like, I want it really wet today, and I'll get like mayonnaise and ketchup and sauce and
So that's
whatever.
not your normal burger mood.
Well, I'll still get mayonnaise and ketchup and stuff,
Yeah.
but like some places really, I feel like juice it up.
You're like
Yeah.
dripping.
It's going
Yeah.
drip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when the lettuce and the mayo kind of mixes and just like plops down.
Yeah. Oh, that bite when it just squeezes together and it just falls out. Yeah.
And I would say Dino's is not necessarily a saucy wet burger, but is a greasy, juicy wet burger.
Yeah, grease is not
Man.
a sauce.
No,
Grease is not a
grease
sauce.
not a sauce.
It's just inherent.
I do know this.
In
Yeah,
a
it
way.
is inherent.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
You like the wet burgers?
it's been a long time since I've had one, but
Yeah, you're not really on beef right now.
I like a reasonably wet burger. I love the Dino's burger.
I feel like
I
you're not
bet I'd like
a
Bad Luck.
big messy food person, are you?
No, not
You
really.
don't like getting your hands messy
I don't really like.
or dirty.
Well, I mean,
When
you
the time calls
know,
for it.
I'm no.
you
You
should
know,
see this guy around a plot of soil.
just fucking going
Those
in.
nails.
Should have seen
Okay.
me going in.
I thought of some place that I'm really digging right now, and mostly because it's across the street from me. It's called Shotgun Willie's.
Speaking of soil, she's
Shock.
digging. I love Shotgun Willie's.
It's so good. Wait, what's happening
I don't
with
know.
soil?
I don't
Well,
know.
I said you should see this guy around a plot of soil, and you said, and I'm digging this place.
Oh!
You dig soil.
Ah, that's
Hey.
good. That's good.
I didn't even mean it, but
Shotgun Willie slams. I like
Oh.
Shotgun Willie's.
But we sang a song on the pod about how I got the wrong thing from Shotgun Willie's.
Yeah,
and
he
I was
got
just
the
jealous
worst
of everybody
pot-
else's food,
and it
which
was-
happens a lot.
and it was dry.
oh no,
And it was dry.
oh no,
He got the what'd you get? Was the sausage?
The sausage sandwich.
oh,
Yeah,
I'm a rib gal, and they have some fire ribs.
I believe
I
it.
got to start getting ribs.
Ugh.
I always am averse to ribs because it's not enough food for me usually.
What?
I feel like I pick 'em
there's
off.
not a lot on
Yeah,
the
and then-
bone.
yeah,
it's
and the-
usually
it's-
it's more bone than it is meat.
Mhm.
Their ribs are not that way.
Are those
Okay.
are those little
Sometimes
piggies?
they do have
No,
pork ribs?
Yeah, pork.
Yeah.
There's beef ribs, but typically, if you're going,
beef
they're
ribs would be
pork.
so crazy.
also, do you
It's a
think
weird
people
idea to me. I'm
It's
just
just like
imagining
ground beef like surrounding a rib.
Yeah, I don't know.
care about this conversation? You know what I mean?
What do you
We're
mean?
talking a lot about
Oh, they care.
BBQ. They care. Okay, good. That makes me feel.
People
I get
love
really
food.
self-conscious.
No, they care. Once you start throwing in dirt puns and fucking talking about
Yeah, and think about
wetness,
the boards that are
people
going to be
like
on
that
there.
stuff.
There's going to
Yeah.
be a moo in there. I'm going to have an oink on there.
Mhm.
There is something I will
That's a
say.
fart.
You guys are always
3 times.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Oh, and then there's we got to talk about too,
okay.
Yeah.
so we can use the.
See, I
He ain't my
am not a
fucking-
big. Oh, I'm not a big person though.
Are you kidding?
I just get really sick of it, and okay, I don't want to like
All
yuck
of my
anybody's
passwords,
yum.
all of my
Yeah.
passwords on everything,
Yeah.
has the word.
Don't. What are you doing, bro? That's the dumbest thing you've ever done.
No, I'll do it.
Um,
I'm big into cybersecurity.
You'll
so
beep
I
it.
will bleep it.
You'll beep it.
Fry. But have you ever seen Parks and Recreation?
Every time
Yeah.
she says it, you got to bleep it now.
Yeah, every time we say
yeah. Every time said it.
that'd be funny. So
Uh,
we that's funny actually, and we'll
Yeah.
skip this whole part
Yeah.
too.
Oh, are you gonna skip this whole part?
Not skip, but like
bleep.
They'll never know what
They'll
we're-
know
what
what
we
the
talked about.
food it was.
Okay.
I ordered that at a restaurant the
Yeah.
other day, and because it was like the best looking thing
Yeah.
for the time, and
Sometimes
it was just fine.
you know, when you bite into it sometimes and it just really like I don't know, the texture hits wrong. You know, when you're eating something, everything's fine, and then you have one bite and you're like, oh, that did not hit right. That
Then
something
you get
feels
a little,
off.
You get a little nosh.
Yeah.
You hit the nosh
Yeah.
nos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I definitely
nosh.
the
nos.
the nosh nos. That happens to me pretty frequently when I eat.
Are you gonna bleep that one too?
yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Speaking, yeah, something about the texture, and
So
you
y-
have it a lot.
yeah. So you're saying you did not get that object at Shotgun?
I would not get that object if
Yeah.
there are other things available.
Yeah,
Wow.
Object? Would you call it an object?
sure.
Okay.
You can call anything an object except for
How
a
are you-
woman.
How are you?
What?
Don't call a woman an object.
I raised you right.
Yeah,
Um,
you raised me right.
How do you feel about that?
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I have it all the time,
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
multiple times a week. It's
Sure.
Mhm.
Sure. That's true.
But I
don't
was
know.
I was vegan for a minute, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to. I might work it back in at some point.
Do it once a week, even
Yeah,
once or twice a week. It's so much easier now.
I do that. I do that on accident sometimes.
Oh,
It's like I didn't eat meat
Beehive
today.
is around. Crunch
Beehive
Wrap
is good.
from the Beehive, and then their Funfetti cookie.
Mhm.
I will never be able to make a cookie that good, even though you guys should still buy my cookies. That cookie.
That's not true.
Beehive
It's
is
just
like,
hits
it's like
different.
known that they're like, we're not trying to go for health here, right?
No, yeah. Well, and that's the big thing. I think there's a misconception that being a vegan is healthy. Because being a vegan, you could just eat pasta and bread
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's not healthy.
I've known
No.
some very unhealthy vegans.
Same. I've seen a vegan at a Thanksgiving dinner just eat rolls the whole time. So
And
yeah.
mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And then and you
Not
look at
even,
them
they
like,
wouldn't
that's
do that.
fucking disgusting. And
Preferred
then
food
meanwhile,
groups.
I'm shoving dead animals into my
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
could you as I eat a cow rib?
Imagine
Well-
biting a cow. Anyway,
I'm not gonna stab you in the
I couldn't
heart.
do it.
Why would
well, it's
you?
fuzzy.
We do it all, you know.
But like IRL cow.
IRL cow, you don't consider
Would you buy the IRL cow?
fuck no.
There was this Jim
I milk
Gaffigan
one,
bit about how he likes to get steak after his shows,
Mm-hmm.
and he made a really good point about like why is like getting steak considered masculine? Like, none of us are killing that cow anymore.
No.
Like it's just bringing me meat on a plate.
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah, you're being weighted on to
Yeah.
you're spending you're if anything you're doing a silly thing because you're spending a fuck ton of money
I know.
Yeah.
on a steak that you could have made yourself.
Probably not that good though.
You don't think so?
No.
On a grill? I guess it depends where
It
you're
depends
at.
on the steak, yeah.
Where
if
am
you're
I?
getting,
Am
like,
I?
a really
am I?
expensive
Am
one.
I at Ryan's Steakhouse? I can make it better than Ryan's
I
Steakhouse.
love
Yeah.
Am I at Am I at an Applebee's? I can make it better than. Am I at
Yeah,
Ruth Christie Steakhouse?
Ruth Christie's? I don't know. I
don't
haven't
think
been there in
so.
a while.
Ruth Christie's.
Ruth Chris's.
Chris-
Ruth Chris.
Ruth's Chris.
Chris-
Chris I. Ruth Chris
What did I
I.
say? Ruth Christie's?
Ruth Christie's.
Ruth
Chris Christie's
Christie's.
Steakhouse.
Ruth Christie's.
Ruth
Chrissy
Christie.
Ruth Chris is a
Teigen's
woman.
canceled
Yeah.
steakhouse. Can we talk about
My baking
your
anxiety.
baking anxiety?
Yeah, I'm curious about this as well.
Okay,
what
look.
what makes you nervous about it?
I like to cook.
Yeah.
I cook
You
a
cook-
lot.
You cook well.
Thank you. I feel like I have a pretty good sense of flavor.
Taco
and-
game
and-
very strong.
Thank you. And mixing
Yes.
textures.
Yep.
But even so, I can make the same recipe
Sure.
like 5 days in a row, and it'll be really good like one time, because
Okay.
I haven't put in the time yet to be consistently flame.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's just so many variables where I'm like, what the fuck happened? So I did buy salt, fat, acid, heat. I'm trying to
Right.
learn the theory. I'm trying to go back and study my Julia Childs and my Gordon Ramsays and really get to like the Max Martins of the cooking world.
Yeah.
But I'm not that deep yet. I'm still just making the occasional dish, pastas and stuff. Go ahead.
Salt, fat, acid, heat. What is that? Is
Salt,
that a book?
fat, acid,
It's a
heat.
cookbook.
It's a cookbook.
It's got the basis.
This woman was a chef,
Is a chef.
Grew up around food, and then actually she was mentored in writing by Michael Pollan,
Wow,
and he does the foreword of her book, I think.
that's
And I
sick.
think she might do the foreword of his, and who is big. He's a Harvard professor who studies psychedelics.
Oh, cool.
And farming, and he's
Yeah.
a cool dude.
Yeah, and she kind of just breaks down, in a dish to make things better, you're going to always need salt, fat, acid, heat, really. And heat doesn't mean like spiciness either. It's just kind of like even cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're going to need a combination of those things to make a well-rounded dish.
What's the what is the acid in that?
Acid could be vinegar, lemon juice,
lemon
sour
juice.
cream.
Yeah, sour cream. Yeah, vinegar. Yeah.
Lemons and limes make everything better.
God,
yeah.
dude, lemon
Crazy.
on a salad is just
Yeah.
the best.
Well, and that's the thing. It's just that acid
Mm-hmm.
Like-
or a little salt to a chocolate dish that helps elevate it,
Yeah, chocolate.
Chipotle would be shut down right now if it was just cilantro rice.
yeah, very true. You gotta get that lemon or
I don't like cilantro at all, so I'd be like,
You're one of the laundry detergent people.
yeah. And I'm not trying to be quirky, but when I taste that cilantro, it's like a little fresh dryer sheet in my mouth.
Yeah, that's not good.
I think there's more of you than we originally knew about.
Yeah, and we are strong and we will rise. Okay, stop putting cilantro in
cilan-
shit. Does it add stuff a lot?
cilantro?
Like, does it really
Yeah.
add for you guys?
Yeah, I love cilantro.
Oh, dude, cilantro. I get extra cilantro.
That's
everywhere I go.
fucking fucked up.
Like
Yeah.
the banh mi,
I'm sad for
East
you, dude.
Nashville banh mi.
Yeah, makes it worse for me.
They do put a lot on there.
They
Yeah.
do, and they put the whole twig in there,
They
so I
do.
just
Well,
just
that's
pick it
edible.
out.
Take it out.
See, they make it easy for you. They know.
I
They know
like
those people.
that. I like
there
that
with
it's all
you.
connected, so I
Yeah.
can just
Yeah. Steve Bannon also can't have cilantro, so you guys have something in common.
He can't have
And
it?
Adolf Hitler, just saying.
Well, Adolf
Sorry,
Hitler's dead, so he definitely
I'm just
can't
kidding.
have
Adolf
cilantro.
Hitler absolutely never even ate cilantro.
Yeah,
so.
I wonder if cilantro made its way to Germany around then.
Okay, quick Adolf Hitler fact,
Yeah.
and then we'll go back to my anxieties
Yes,
about baking.
yes.
Did you know?
Sorry, I compared you to Adolf Hitler.
It's okay. So pianos, they're tuned to 440 hertz. It's just like a standard tuning
Sure.
for that's like the middle C or low C or something is fucking tuned to that
Mhm.
frequency
Mm-hmm.
now. But for the longest time, like in the times of like Bach and around then classical piano,
Rock and roll.
Oh, come on.
Shows yours.
they tuned it to like 432.
Hmm.
It was called like Ra tuning, RA, and it was like something to do with the sun god Ra, and
Oh,
that's just how
wow.
they did it.
Okay.
And so you try to go play those pieces, you can't really play them because they're like just a little bit out of tune compared to like what they are now, like the system we've been using. And they didn't really switch over to 440, which is what we know and love today, if not for Hitler insisting that they do it.
Why was he obsessed with 440?
I don't know.
Is it the Aryan number or something?
I don't think it has anything to do with his beliefs, but
was he a player? A piano player?
you know, I heard this on another podcast, so
So sources are another podcast.
Yeah, I need to look up Hitler and 440.
You guys are really throwing out some sketchy facts out here, I will say.
I mean, this is the pod. It's vague and it's wrong.
I love it.
Yeah,
love it.
somebody's doing what you did last time about the Lil Wayne thing, and they're just yelling, "It wasn't Hitler! It wasn't Hitler!"
I realize too what we've been doing a lot is starting a conversation and going off on a really long tangent about something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
I kind of love it.
So back to your baking anxiety.
First things first. I
Oh,
have a crippling addiction to sugar,
okay.
and I mean, like it's bad, it gets bad.
Yeah, yeah.
You're human, bro.
I've been around
Yeah.
when you've bought multiple bags of
Mhm.
bite-sized candy.
Kit
I mean,
Kats and-
I also have it. I think I have a little more control over it. But
you have
yeah.
you have great control. You moderate it well. Me, I'd say it's one of like I quit smoking a few years ago.
Yes, we were there for your last cigarette.
Yeah, that
I
was
think
good.
I took
That was a
picture.
major
well,
event.
That was supposed to be your last cigarette. I don't know what
year
happened.
was
Overall,
what
it
year
is.
was starting?
that
2019, into
man.
2020, I think.
Okay.
You
No,
stopped.
I think it was 19.
It was 19.
Going into 19, 18 into 19.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wild.
You know, so I haven't really been a smoker since then, besides the occasional social situation.
Yeah.
And I would say sugar has been harder to not have, and it's also because it's everywhere, and also, it's just I'd say it's one of two harmful addictions I have left, and I won't talk about the other one.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I'm
Well,
addicted
it's
to sugar.
more socially acceptable than smoking.
Trying to think about the other one right now. Sorry.
You know what it is, but I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Sugar's more acceptable, right?
Yeah,
You know, like you're not going to get weird stares
Well,
eating candy
yeah.
as opposed to smoking.
And the really like I realize so much how much of it is, you know, social. You're like the people you hang around,
Yeah.
and I haven't hung around smokers since I lived in Chicago, really.
Yeah.
So
That makes it easier.
you know, that's really the only time I smoke too is when people from Chicago come down.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, even them, they don't
Yeah.
really smoke. It's just like hemp cigs and shit.
Yeah,
so
we're on the
it's not
hemp cig
as
now.
bad. I would say, do you feel like the sugar addiction hits you in the evenings, or is it just kind of all throughout the day?
Well, that's the slippery slope because when you start,
Oh,
my whole thing is like past 7 p.m. I tend to just devolve into like I try to just
Oh.
destroy myself
Yeah.
yeah.
to sleep. And sugar is a big part of that. I'm always like ice cream, chocolate, maybe
Ice
some
cream.
cereal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cereal at night is the best.
Oh my god,
My
it's
favorite
so
thing.
good.
I'm not a cereal
Especially
gal.
if you've been. You're not a cereal guy?
granola dodo.
Not a cereal gal.
Have you had the Cascadian Farms granola?
Also not a granola gal.
What?
It just doesn't like
Are you crazy?
if you were to give me a bowl of Reese's Cocoa Puffs, absolutely. Well,
Because it's chocolate.
because it's chocolate and
Okay.
sugar.
It's not really cereal.
But like a bowl,
Like a cereal
like a
inherently is.
cold milk or oat milk, and then crunchy, hard stuff that turns into soggy.
Oh,
Stuff.
dude, that's the best.
Well, that's why you just gotta. There's a time period. You have to
Yeah.
get it. You gotta dunk it in so it's still a little hard, a little
Why
cold.
do I
a little
want to
soft.
eat something with such a short time frame of being good?
I think the time frame lasts about 15 to 20 minutes.
15, 20 minutes?
And by then, it's in my stomach.
It's soggy sog.
Well, yeah. If you left it out,
adjusting your ratios, because
maybe I do need to adjust, but I just
that's
haven't.
Jenny's big thing is like you don't put too much milk in it.
Yeah,
because it'll sog.
I used to eat dry cereal growing up.
Disgusting.
Weird as fuck. Well, like, I would try to eat see how many things of tricks I could just stuff it in my mouth like a bunny.
Yeah.
So I'd like eat it, chew it up, put it in the side.
Have, like,
eat it, chew it up, put it in the side, and then it just all goes down. It was so good.
I'll describe my sugar addiction as if I were to go into the kitchen like tomorrow morning and there was a box of honey bunches of oats.
Yeah.
I might just open it, shove my hand down there, grab a handful and shove it in my mouth.
Yeah.
Just out of like, it's just like as soon as it hits my tongue, I'm like, yes.
Yeah. Stuff's so good.
So you're scared to like get into baking too because you'll have a lot of sugary things around?
Yeah. Yep. That's reason number one.
I think that's a good point.
If I make a batch of brownies, the batch
Fuck
is
with
for
brownies
me.
so hard. Yeah.
It's gonna be my batch. I got to make a second batch.
Okay. Well, can I tell you?
And then it's gonna turn into coffee cake for breakfast.
Yeah.
Well,
blueberry
cheesecake
muffins
for lunch, carrot cake for dinner, and then I'm gonna cake my pants in time for dessert.
You'll cake your time. You'll cake your pants before
I thought
dessert.
cake was maybe,
Jizz?
yeah.
No, it's boo-boo.
It was boo boo. Okay, so
Cake
actually,
batter.
one of the reasons I did make this a business is because when I bake, I have to give it to people, or else I'll eat a lot of it.
Oh, see.
And the more you bake, the less you kind of like want it for yourself.
See, that's the thing too. I can't like get into something without thinking about how I'm gonna sell it or like how I'm gonna like tell people I do it. Like I was like, there's that show on Netflix called School of Chocolate.
Yeah.
Which was really good. It's this French chocolatier who does crazy chocolate sculptures. Have you seen it, Blake?
Chocolate's so hard to work with.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna make chocolate, and then I was thinking of all the ways I was gonna package it and sell it. And I was
dude, that's your capitalist brain. I feel like I do that too, where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get into pottery. I'm just gonna, well,
you know what I've been doing?
What?
Knitting.
Oh yeah.
I
gotta see some of your work.
It's a good
I buy it.
Like fidget.
Sell it.
No,
just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding. I know, it's just for you.
It's like good. So I watch TV. I'm not like on my phone. It's like a fidget spinner almost.
That's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one thing I'm like, no, I'm not good enough to sell it. I could become good enough to sell it, but no, this is gonna be for me.
I'd say once every 2 years I get that kind of fidget spinner habit with doing magic tricks.
Once every 2 years and at every party.
Yeah, your 3 tricks are very good.
Oh, they're so good. I just love people who haven't seen you do them before freak out when they see it.
What?
Yeah. I remember, I think one time somebody ran out the room. It was really funny.
Yeah.
I will say this as a tactic for your brain, which somehow has worked for me.
Yeah.
So you got your day job. Then you got your hobby or the thing, people would call it a hobby. People would call music a hobby for me, but I consider it like a job and something I love doing. But your brain kind of looks at it as like a hobby, I think, in like subconsciously.
Mm-hmm.
At least mine does. So what I've done to trick it is I picked up another hobby called screenwriting. And by pick it up, I mean, I don't do it. And what that does is, for some reason, the psychology of procrastinating from that has made me so much more music. I'm doing so much more music now than I was.
How is this the first time I'm hearing about you delving into screenwriting?
But also, how quickly like did you get into screenwriting as a hobby, and then we became like, we gotta write this thing we're gonna turn into a thing.
Yeah. Well, that's still going though. Yeah. And I think that's still a really good idea. But I had like a movie idea that I wrote out, and I've gotten all the steps done. I just would have to write it now, which there's another show that kind of like riffs on the idea. So I'm like, I don't know. But then Nilo and I have another idea for something else. But anyways, I think that's a really good tactic to do, because then you get more into, so you're doing knitting. But you're not putting it off. So
no.
But you don't have to put it off. It's just nice to have some sort of leisure activity.
Yes, exactly.
But
how do you guys do this? I feel like I find some new project, like let's just say knitting, and I get into it. Like I delve really deep into it for like maybe 2 months and then I never pick it up again.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that's gonna happen with knitting?
I don't think so with knitting because it's a little more, it's not like a huge investment. It's not a huge time thing, but like.
You should see what I got going on in the back shed.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit, yeah.
Talk about
That's
getting really
true.
into something.
Oh,
Well, I will say this though, maybe
Yeah.
you just hadn't found something that is
True.
that you've enjoyed that much as a hobby.
True.
You know?
yeah. Okay,
So-
that makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I do have something if you want to try that's not sugary. I brought that little.
Oh yeah.
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, let's give it a
You may
whirl.
hold your mic while you go
Oh,
get it.
gotcha.
Just off camera.
You gonna talking to both?
Okay, so we're ready to take a fork.
Yes.
Get some of that ASMR fork sound.
Yeah, baby. Tap tap tap.
So what I made is a savory bread pudding, and
Bread pudding, not red pudding.
bread.
I heard red.
Enunciate.
Sorry.
Because this is a really easy thing, and it's technically baking. You're putting it in the oven, but you can buy bread from like Hawaiian rolls too. This is our lovely dozen sourdough, and you just mix a little milk or chicken stock or tomato with an egg, whisk it together, pour it over your bread, let it like kind of soak in like you would French toast, and add your ingredients. Like I did tomato sauce here with some marinated mozzarella and garlic. Pop it in the oven until it's nice and like melty and crispy. And when you stick a knife
When you
in the
stick
middle,
a fucking fork in it.
Stick a fucking fork.
when you fuck this bread pudding,
Okay, when I fuck this pudding,
it
okay, yeah.
should be warm in the middle.
It should burn the tip a little bit.
It should burn the tip.
Yeah.
So is it bread or is it pudding?
It is bread. I think it's called pudding because like in the
How going
UK,
to be bread and pudding at the same time?
well, in the UK, they
Ain't gonna
call
work.
all desserts puddings. Did you know that?
Are you putting bread, Shrek?
White pudding.
White pudding.
White pudding.
Blood pudding.
My friend's dad
Time
is
for a white
probably
pudding.
gonna date my mom. Yeah, had that. Made white pudding.
So if you guys want to try it, but I thought this would be fun because you can make it any kind of way, any kind of like variety and flavor. This is like kind of more Italian. You can do like a more breakfasty one, and this would really impress the GFs.
I'm just bummed that we didn't do the classic morning show thing where we have you make all the shit and like do all the stuff, and then we go, and then we have it done one here, and then have this one ready.
We do got to do that as well.
that'd be fun.
That'll be honestly not even where you kind of spin off
Yeah.
Yes.
cooking show.
That'd be a great cooking show if it was
Yeah.
just like you cooking and me and
Talking in the
Blake.
background.
Yeah, talking.
Just
and,
doing our
I
pod
would love
with
to
you
teach
in the
you
middle.
guys how to cook.
Oh, hell
Like
yeah.
maybe like little 101s.
That'd be fun.
Honestly, not even.
Burning.
Oh my God. It's like you're made for this.
Hell yeah.
That's
Neil's
great.
a pun king.
Pun king.
Pun king.
Let's
I
give it a
love
go.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it a taste, and
Shh.
you guys are gonna have to work on like how do you explain the food taste? Is the mouth feel? What
Yeah.
flavors are you getting?
And don't worry, y'all. We'll edit the mouth sounds a little bit so it won't be as egregious as
Oh,
we've
yeah,
done
for
in the
our-
past.
Our what is it? Misophonia.
ASMR?
Misophonic.
Oh yeah.
For our friends who aren't into that.
The amount of times my friends are like, "Why am I listening to you eat again on the pod?"
Yeah. I really like that episode, but Neil was like eating on it.
That's good.
This is insane.
It's great for breakfast. Like if you for Valentine's Day or something you wanted to do. There's no mushrooms. Don't you worry, boy. I did. Your life flashed before your eyes.
If I was on the Great British Bake Off,
Yeah.
and I was like one of the hosts, if I was in Noah Fielding's or Matt Lucas's position,
Yeah.
I would be the guy who is like low key taking everything home and having hella samples.
I don't know how they don't like. I feel like they should make a portion for them. They never do. They always are just stealing the leftovers.
Finally, some good
That's good.
fucking food.
It's quite cool.
That's good.
This is really good. This is one of those things that you brought over when we're describing. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to feel about this because bread and the word pudding scares me. And I got to say, tastes fucking incredible.
It's like this.
Thank
Imagine.
you.
Thanks.
Okay. Say like dehydrated ice cream,
Mm-hmm. Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots, or like that astronaut ice cream.
Yeah.
And let's say a crouton is like that to bread, right?
Sure.
This is like in between a crouton and This is like a giant wet crouton
Gross.
sopped in Italian spices, and it's so good.
It is. It's kind of adjacent to stuffing or dressing, as some people call it. Yeah, and it's great because the top gets nice and crispy, but the inside is got that stuffing softness.
Yeah.
And cheesy crispiness.
There's a pizza-y hit in the back that I'm getting. Like it's round in the back when I'm thinking of the roundness of the flavor. It's like in the back. I'm like getting the Italian pizza tastes.
Jenny would love this.
Yeah. Yeah. And you could easily make this for her. It's not hard. This is just a country sourdough. I really like making it with like a Hawaiian roll too.
Ooh.
Very tasty. And like breakfast sausage, cheddar cheese, little green onion.
What would you say? What would you say? How would you do like a sweeter one versus a savory one?
Oh, sweet version. Super easy. Basically same thing. Milk, egg. Put a little cinnamon in there. If you want a little pecan, put it on, and then make a brown sugar pecan cinnamon crumble on top.
Oh, wow.
We could do chocolate cardamom.
Oh, with the bread?
Yeah, with
That's
walnut.
so good. Wow.
Yeah, there's really endless options.
That's spectacular. Very great job.
Thank you.
That rocks.
Once again, I don't
That
think
epic.
you've ever made anything that I have disliked.
Appreciate you.
I'm being honest.
Thank you, Hannah. Yo, you guys got to buy this shit.
What do you
order it? You take custom orders?
I do take custom orders. I also just started a meal delivery.
Mm-hmm.
So every week I will deliver on Tuesdays. You got to order by the Friday before. The menu changes every 2 weeks. And there's usually soup or salad, then a nice 1 or 2 mains. I do a lot of vegan options and then desserts as well. This week I got some vegan king cake since tis the season.
Hell yeah. Who's going to get the baby? How many babies are you putting in there?
You know what? I don't want to be sued.
For choking?
This is me on the baking show. I just keep eating it.
Keep eating.
Yeah,
until it's
I'll
done.
bring it a little closer to you. But yes, I do also do custom kind of stuff if you DM me. Also do a focaccia subscription.
I was going to say, I think the bread subscription
Yeah.
really has legs on it.
Thank you. That was a friend suggested that to me, and I was like, I don't know who would want to do that, but it's been going well.
Yeah.
That's great.
If you could we'll talk business after this, but
Well, it's like you get one every 2 weeks, and they're always different flavors, so I think that's fun.
yeah.
And it's not like I'm inundating you with bread. It's every 2 weeks, so you can have time to rest and reset.
Little bread compress, decompress.
Bread decompress.
Bread decompress. Focaccia Gucci.
You could oh my god, you could do like a half loaf option or like a basket, weekly basket, fat
Yeah.
bread box.
Yeah.
Bake your
Bread
own.
box.
Bread box.
Fat bread box.
That bread box.
They're great for like charcuteries too.
Oh yeah.
Soups, pastas, Sammys.
Oh, it's really
We've
good.
had
in
the
soups.
focaccia is fucking fire.
It's super.
And
Oh,
we're on that subscription.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say my favorite thing, my favorite sweet that you have are
Yeah.
those, what is it? The
Shortbread cookies.
the shortbread cookies, but there's another thing too. What is it?
Cheese.
Miso cookie.
Oh,
Oh, the
That
peanut
miso-
butter miso cookie.
those are
You
insane.
do love that.
Those
Yeah.
are my favorite. Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about the matcha
Cupcakes.
muffins?
Okay, it's all of that then.
It's all-
it's the one Neil mentioned
Yeah.
and the one you
Yeah.
mentioned are two of my favorites. I do
Well-
love that peanut butter though. There's
you do
something.
Coupon codes.
He said,
On your
can you
site-
do poop?
Can you do poop?
Coupon codes?
Can you make poopy?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. If you're listening to this and you want to order something from me, DM me
Yeah, use
after you
code.
order, and I'll give you a free half dozen cookies. How about that?
Whoa. Okay. Use
Comment.
code HNEW.
HNEW.
Yeah. I was gonna say like $2 off your
Well, I
subscription.
can't really figure. I don't know how to do that. It's like, remember when
The coupon, yeah.
I'm not very good at the internet. So yeah, you'll just get some freebies. I like that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'd rather give you more, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm a giver.
You're gonna run your business into the ground.
I
Great.
know.
I'm about to fucking use our own code. To
yeah,
get
yeah,
those
really.
cookies.
I'm like, hey, I heard you on the podcast.
I'm here to renew the HNEW coupon.
Yeah. Yeah, every time you go and order. So I re-listened to the episode. Great episode.
Hell yeah. This
Create
is
some
fucking
fake account.
good.
Yeah, this is so tasty.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I do find if you're able to achieve something like this where there's a crisp on the outside and it's soft on the inside, people go ape shit for that. They love a little contrast of texture.
Yes, exactly.
It immediately makes it seem primo. And mouthfeel is such a big part of the food experience. There's a word for it even. It's like oro something. But
yeah.
Every time I cook,
Yes.
I try to do that. Like whatever it is, I'm like, I'm going to pan-sear this.
Yeah. And if you're doing like a salad or something, which can be so boring, add nuts, add seeds, like add croutons, that extra crunch.
But,
Yeah.
But my question is,
Sorry, question?
Let him finish and I'll, yeah.
That's like rule number 1 on this pod is you don't interrupt me.
Yes, King. Sorry, King.
Thank you. But so I always am very inconsistent with the pan searing as well.
Sure.
Do you have any tips for that in terms of like I'll tell you my plight, okay?
Yeah.
In my head I'm like it's simple. I put some butter or some oil in there. Get it real hot. And then I put the shit in there.
Okay.
And one of two things will happen. I'll put it in there expecting the and nothing happens because it's not hot enough yet. Or I do it and this thing's burning in like seconds.
Yeah. So couple things. Butter burns at a lot lower temperature.
Yeah. Keep it.
So use like a vegetable oil or something like that. Because olive oil also
so then
burns at a lower temperature.
okay.
Well,
But people use butter a lot in like cast irons for steak, right?
Sure, but that's not to create the sear. That's like the thing has been seared and we're going to put butter in to baste and give it more flavor. So it's not in there for a long time. Also, a method you could use is you put the oil in and you start heating it up. You put your meat or veg or whatever in while it's still kind of cold.
Yeah.
And while the temperature raises, it'll sear the meat. If you know what I mean.
Sorry, I was looking at your mic, and you're gonna have to say that tip again. I got ADD, and I just zoned out.
Play
there.
it back, bro.
Yeah, no, listen to your own podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cold sear method. Put it in while the pan is heating up, and then you have a little bit more control over if it's gonna burn or not.
Oh, okay.
Instead of putting it in a really hot pan.
Yeah.
Because it won't cook all the way through if you get it.
Yeah.
Golden tan.
Yeah. Or the worst is like when you think you have a non-stick pan and then you go to sear it and like you leave its fucking skin on the
exactly
surface.
That's such
and it'll if you seared it correctly, it'll come up when it's ready. If you try and turn it too soon, it won't stick to the pan, I should say.
Yeah, I need to remember oil more often with that sort of situation.
Yeah. Always got to put a little something to lube up the pan.
A little drizz.
But here's the thing though with the oil as well.
Yeah. Oh, it took a big bite.
I took a big bite. Just give me a sec.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I've been putting nuts in my oatmeal.
Yeah.
and
Does it changes the game?
It's so much better.
Can I
and
also?
if I don't have nuts, it's like it's so disappointing now.
Let me add to that a little apple, a little cut up apple.
Oh yeah, that would be
So
good.
a little
cinnamon. I usually do blueberries.
Sweet. Oh, a little bloob.
Yeah, little bloobsies.
I'm a berry girl, but I will trust you on that.
Wow, interesting.
Hate a berry.
Hate a berry, love an apple.
You don't like berries?
Do not a one.
You hate blueberries?
Hate them.
Jenny hates blueberries too.
Strawberries, raspberries. I can handle
Whoa.
the flavor of
She likes
blackberry, but I will not eat one because it's all
enjoy
seedy.
it.
What
Yeah,
is it about it? It's
blackberries
just like
bother
that
me too.
seediness, that hairiness.
Yeah, and there's like a weird sourness to berries.
That you almost feel like it's like on the verge of being expired.
Sure. Yeah. There's just a lot of things about berries. They're smushy. They're no. Just not my fave.
Yeah,
Give me a
They
peach.
stain as well.
Does it skeeve you out to talk about?
It doesn't. I just don't want to I just don't like thinking about them too much.
I love
I don't like
blueberries.
thinking about things I don't like that
Yeah.
often.
What's that like? I don't understand what that's like.
I took
Yeah.
another bite before
Before you ask.
We're
I
never
got
going to get
some.
this question. There you go. But yeah, this can be as like a side dish. It could be a main for breakfast. Serve it with like a little egg on top.
I needed that. I was fading a little bit.
Yeah.
What was
I
it?
am feeling
What
hungry.
was I talking about?
Gosh.
Searing.
Searing.
Oils. Cooking.
Yes. Okay. This really is like a Kathy Lee Hoda like morning show situation where you're making the thing like, oh yeah, and at home, what I always do is, and this is probably a common problem. I use too much butter.
She uses way too much butter.
Oh.
One of them's
And
drunk.
you've seen it. I've
seen it. Yeah,
stick
you've
a
cooked for
stick of
me.
butter.
Believe me.
I came up in the Paladine
God,
time,
Kathy.
so I'm just buttering it up.
Wheelbarrow this
and
chick
using
out of
racial
here.
slurs.
Yikes.
I don't know if she's ever done that, but
Paula Dean?
oh, Paula Dean. Yeah, sorry.
I was like,
said Kathy.
I don't
Kathy
want
Lee.
you to get canceled.
Kathy Lee Griffin.
No. Kathy Lee's a sweetheart.
Yeah. Yeah, Paula Dean's she's a fucking. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
All
so my problem is with the oils.
Mm-hmm.
Every recipe is always like use 2 tablespoons of oil, and I'm like, I need 5 fucking cups of oil for
yeah,
this.
it's never enough oil.
You don't need 5 fucking cups. And you don't need 2 tablespoons. You just need enough to cover the base of your pan.
So do you like spatula, like kind of spread it?
No, I put it in and I'll just take the pan and just move it around.
Swirl it around.
Swirl it around. And if you want it first, wait till it heats up a little bit.
This coat, like this much through the whole, like just one layer.
Yeah.
Ish. Yeah.
You don't want it like pooling up in oil. You don't
No.
want it to be, because that's wasting oil and also it's just going to be dripping.
Yeah, it's gonna be like all greasy and shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, this is the last story for the pod, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
But so I recently tried to bake brownies, fudge brownies, from a box mix.
Sure.
And so this is also in my aversion to baking. Like I followed the recipe to a T, and this shit was fucked up.
What was wrong?
So first of all, it's like add to the mix 3 eggs or 2 or 3 eggs.
3 seems like a lot, but okay.
It's probably like 2 eggs.
Okay.
And like 2 teaspoons of oil or whatever. Immediately I'm like, this doesn't seem like enough shit to mix into because you get this crumble that's like still kind of dry.
Yeah.
And in my head I'm like, this should be moist.
Right.
Am I wrong to say that?
No. So
should I have put like more oil at that point or water or what?
I think I'm a big proponent of like box brownies too. And like, but you just, once you start baking more and more, you realize like consistency. You like in that moment, follow your gut, add a little more. Because what's going to happen if you have more liquid? It just will take a little longer to cook.
That gut thing is so true.
It's dry, yeah.
Because one time I was making pasta and I was using a jar, like a can, the pasta sauce. I think it was Alfredo, and it was watery.
Yeah.
And I was like, I bet if I put flour in here, it's going to thicken it up and it's going to taste fucking awesome. And it did.
There you go.
Yeah, dude.
And,
not all the recipes are 100%
intuition.
right.
I think this is really the moral of the story. Follow your gut, girls.
Mm-hmm.
Follow your gut, girls, and
hot girls have IBS.
Oh, yeah. Even hot boys have IBS.
No, only hot girls.
So I go to bake the thing, though.
Yeah.
It comes out, and this, dude, I bake it in a ceramic. Is that bad?
No.
Okay, I bake it in like a ceramic brownie pan or casserole dish, I guess. And it comes out. It looks like fucking. It looked like shit, fucked piss, and made a baby. Like
was it watery or
it was
yellow?
like poo and pee together. No, it was like okay. So it was really. It had no height to it.
Hate this visual.
It was like the thickness of like a peanut brittle.
Oh, yeah.
And it was porous.
Gotcha.
And it was shiny with grease.
That's, okay.
And you also put like butter, Pam, like baking spray to line the... Is that bad?
No, that's not bad.
But you know what happened.
Well, it seems like you were missing an ingredient.
I knew it!
Yeah.
Did I forget to put the eggs in?
Probably water, actually.
You can't forget an ingredient.
The egg, the egg seems like it was in there because it was kind of like cakier, probably.
Well,
maybe. I don't know. Did you even try to eat it?
I did. I liked it because it's chocolate. That's again crippling addiction to sugar.
Yeah.
Jenny was like, "This is weird." I was like, "It's sugar. I'm gonna eat it."
It does the job.
Yeah.
But it got hard quick.
Yeah, that's gross. I'm sorry.
Was it? Well, don't yuck my yum because I still ate it, but yeah, it was gross. By all accounts, it was monstrous.
But objectively, it was sugar. So
exactly.
And if it was a fiend night, I would have eaten it too.
Exactly.
I probably would.
It was a fiend night. That's why I made it in the first place. It was a fiend night.
Every night I fiend and I try to find something sweet, and usually I can't, and I have to eat a fucking apple with peanut butter.
See, that's smart. You make it hard for yourself by not having too much of that shit around.
I know, like an idiot, but also smart.
Yes. You'd have like a little secret stash, like a little thing that
I've got Ghirardelli chocolates all over the place.
Just couldn't find one that night.
No, because they fuck on my stomach, so I don't eat them.
A Ghirardelli chocolate?
If I eat,
it's like the real shit.
The Lindor, I guess a Ghirardelli square that's dark chocolate I can do, but if it's a Lindor, I can't do it. It'll mess me up.
It's the filling.
It's in the filling.
It's in the filling.
It's in the filling.
What? Lindor. It's in the filling.
It's in the name.
Okay, lightning round.
Lick around.
Cookies or brownies?
Brownie.
Cookies.
Brownies. I forgot what the other one was. I was going to do was. But why cookies?
What was it? A cake thing?
No.
Can I do one?
Yeah.
Icing. Do you want it cream cheese or buttercream?
Buttercream.
Buttercream. I actually don't know the difference.
No, you would.
Okay.
You would. I'm a cream cheese icing girl. Like on a red velvet cake, it's always going to be cream cheese icing.
Oh, where's buttercream? Is that more the standard?
Yeah, standard
for piping.
Really sweet.
Oh, and it gets a little harder, I think.
Yeah.
Taste test. Shoot up.
Are you going sourdough or are you going baguette?
Oh, that's a toughie. But probably sourdough.
Sourdough.
I think baguette.
Mm-hmm.
I think sourdough is a main, but I think overall, like, what's better is baguette. It's like more fun, but sourdough is like that's the OG bread, right?
Sure. Yeah. And baguette's gonna cut up the roof of my mouth, if I'm honest.
That is true.
True.
You gotta be careful about that.
Croissant or muffin?
Ooh.
Muffin.
But what kind of muffin?
I think it makes sense for this situation to have a sweeter croissant and like a pear muffin or a muffin of your choosing.
A banana walnut.
Banana walnut.
Just not a blueberry, obviously, for
yeah, you would want
reasons.
a blueberry. God, they're so good though. It doesn't.
Your favorite chocolate?
Dark.
No, just like brand also, like your favorite piece of chocolate.
My favorite piece
or
of
chocolate bar.
I'm going to sound really bougie right now. There is this chocolate, it's dark chocolate that has sourdough, like Crispies in it from this place called Pump Street.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so good. Woodland Merchant sells it.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Anytime I go in there, I sneak
Sourdough
a piece for me.
Crispies?
It's so good. It's so good.
Wow. What about you?
What's the endangered? There's like an endangered species chocolate.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Really good.
I don't know the brand.
They like kill endangered animals to make it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
I think
rhino tusks.
It's like a puma, like black puma or something.
Again, I just don't.
Hippo.
I really don't want you guys to be canceled.
I mean, it's a great chocolate, and I'm not going to take it back.
He's not the
People
one
are-
killing the animals.
I'm not.
True,
I may
true.
buy the product, but I don't kill the animals.
Yeah, you're not the dentist with Lenny the Lion. Remember that? What was
No,
that?
I'd never pose with Dr. John like that.
Mine is, and I came prepared to say this, but have you guys had Tony's Chocolonely?
Oh yeah, dude, I
Yo.
forgot about
No, but I always
T-Dog.
see it.
That
What's
shit.
the story behind it?
It's like a guy who's just like he's essentially like a Willy Wonka. He fucking
Is it?
loves,
It looks
just
very
loved
Willy Wonka.
chocolate, and
It
then-
does. It looks like they influenced Willy Wonka somehow.
Yeah, and it's sort of got that Ben
Fun
and
fact
Jerry's
about
vibe to it, where there's like also some sort of activist cause behind
Oh,
it.
cool.
Something involving jail. I don't remember, but it's fucking good.
Do you guys like the classic Willy Wonka with Gene Wilder?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
I heard an interesting fact about that. You know, when he first
Shout out Augustus Gloop, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait, you guys were talking about that.
Last episode.
Willie is gonna. You have to like
It's
somehow
not chocolate on my face. It's
get
shit.
him in
shit
every
on my face.
episode. Supposedly, like that first scene, no one walks out with a cane, and he's like really like limping.
Yeah.
And then he turns and pops up and does a somersault.
Yeah.
Supposedly, Gene Wilder like made that up on the fly. He's like, well, this way you can never trust him
Hold your
throughout the
breath.
movie
Make a wish.
Oh.
from the outset, which makes
So it was improvised that moment?
Yeah, isn't that
That's
cool?
sick.
Wow,
I love
he's
Gene
method as
Wilder.
I
hell.
love
There's
when
nothing
things like that.
Yeah.
I like the
That role was
I like
sick.
that first one because of the music. Like
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
I like the grandpa.
I was about to say,
something about
that
that grandpa.
whole living situation was something else.
I loved SNL making fun of that, where they were like, they were fucking. All the grandparents were like fucking and stuff.
I mean,
People like
you put any 4 people in a bed for long enough, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
another Jim
stinks.
Gaffigan bit I heard, and this is the most I've ever said Jim Gaffigan's name.
We talked about him last episode too.
I did?
I did. I brought him up.
Oh, what'd you say?
Because he was on Bobby Lee's podcast.
Oh,
yeah.
He's like in the zeitgeist now.
Yeah. It's funny.
He, everybody's got Willy Wonka bits, but he was talking about like, the grandparents and how he was like talking about how great bed is, like being in bed. And he's like, he got a fucking golden ticket to the chocolate factory, and only one of the grandparents even got out of bed for it.
Yeah.
The rest of them were like,
That's how good it is.
good luck, Charlie.
Yeah, I was experiencing that today, dude. I was laying there and I was just like, I'm not getting up.
I feel like my bed is the most comfortable place in the world.
What brand of mattress do you have?
Lisa, #ad. LEESA.
Remind me to look this up.
It's one of those like ones that come in a box and it unrolls. I love it. Mine was great. I had another friend get one, and his was so different from mine. Like same exact thing he ordered, but it was like really, it never softened. So I don't know. I'm not gonna.
Well, maybe I don't want to get a Lisa then.
Mine's great, but I've heard others aren't.
Some people are in the market.
Yeah, if you want a comfy bed.
Trying to get that king size.
King.
Yeah, I'd love to go king size at some point.
King is where it's at.
That just seems like extravagant.
It's not. It's called having your own bed and in a bed with somebody else.
Try being taller.
That
You're
was
single
just
as
fucking drag me.
It's called. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to snap there.
You'll understand when you're
I
less
apologize.
lonely.
You are a guest here.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even.
You'll understand when somebody loves you.
No. Oh God, that's not what I meant.
Okay,
at all.
first of all, I am 5'3".
I apologize.
So
that's not what I meant.
even if I did have someone in my bed, which I have before.
Is that below
guys,
average? 5'3"?
I'm really sorry.
Or is that average?
I think 5'3" is a little below.
Okay.
I think 5'6" is maybe average.
It sounds low.
No. I'm a shorty.
I'm making you taller to apologize.
Yeah.
I really didn't mean that.
I know. I know you feel bad now, but don't, because I read into it. And that was my insecurities coming
Well, you know,
out.
when you sleep with somebody in the bed, it's a different story.
Do you have a queen?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a queen for
I
a
just
queen.
feel like the difference from a full to a queen is not that crazy. It's only like I've looked up the specs.
It is for me.
Really?
I feel like that's a big jump.
Like
maybe I've been wrong.
This is a full, and I find myself struggling.
That's a full?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Maybe you're right. I would have thought it was a queen. That's not a full. No way. I thought a full was more like a twin.
No, it's definitely a full. A full is like
Maybe
it's
it
like
is
two
twin.
twins.
Interesting.
And even the queen,
These are
I'm
bed
like,
facts.
we gotta get. I want to get on the California king.
Oh wow! All right, Maren Morris.
It's even longer than the king.
Yeah,
Oh, didn't
And my
Rihanna
toes.
also sing a song about California King?
probably. Yeah,
Also, she's pregnant.
Rihanna.
Yes.
she's with baby.
With ASAP's baby. So
I
exciting.
guess
Wow. Has she had kids before?
sex
No.
with her is so
Oh.
amazing.
Her so amazing.
Auntie is a great Sussy Time playlist album.
Oh, anti.
Oh, anti. Yeah.
Oh, I
I would
was
thought you said
gonna say
anti,
I don't know,
and
Auntie
he,
Anne's.
and he. I mean, that's gonna be
Some
cute
Cincinnati
baby.
shit
I'm
right
more
there.
interested in this baby than
Oh no, guys.
Beyonce and
I just
Jay-Z's
realized
baby.
I did what you guys do a lot
What?
on the pod, and there's probably people like, oh my God, Auntie. It's
Auntie. Auntie.
Oh yeah, we'd be pronouncing shit crazy.
I stay
like-
pronouncing things wrong.
when you guys say like, you definitively like, yeah, that's that. And I'm just like, no, it's not that.
We're so
It's
confident in our
literally
choice.
the opposite of that.
Yeah.
But you probably just give a lot of other males out there the confidence to say the wrong things.
We're like Joe
as well.
Rogan, essentially.
Yeah.
We're just like Joe Rogan, We're just helping insecure males.
Shout out Joe.
Man,
Strong
he came from
men.
Fear Factor. I feel like he does not remember his roots enough.
He talks about him enough.
Does
He
he?
really does.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely
He's beyond.
definitely gone now.
Beyond.
Beyond help. I've seen that nipple just flexing out when he's doing those ice challenges.
Disgusting.
It's not even a challenge. It's just a daily thing he does now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Anyways,
That's
sorry,
I mean, Russell
sorry for
Brand does
mentioning
that
Joe
too, but
Rogan.
he's almost like starting to get into that territory as well.
Yeah.
He'll talk about how he does like rounds of like ice plunge to sauna, and he'll do it like he's like after like 8 times in a row. It's hard to be stressed about anything. I'm like, yeah, because you used your whole day.
Very
Yeah, that was
Windhelm.
8 hours of fuck that, dude.
It does sound sick though.
I would want to every day though. You wake up and you're like, okay, I gotta go from. I can barely do like a 20-minute yoga video in the morning, rather than like.
Sometimes I swear to God, dude, all it takes when you're like super anxious or just things are chaotic, I just go outside when it's cold with no jacket on, and I just stand there and I just look around.
Just like snaps you out of it a little bit.
Yeah, you just go, oh, this is the real world. Like at one, this is
that's so true.
evolution.
Dude.
This
I
is
love
fucking
going on
the
a
elements,
walk.
That's your like 90s movie woman runs to the bathroom and splashes water in her face moment and looks at herself in the mirror.
Yes,
I have those moments often. And, it's my brain is so melodramatic. I'm like, go outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think that's why we're friends.
Yeah, definitely. We're
Got
a bunch
those
of emo peeps.
Libra
Feels.
melodrama vibes.
Yeah. What can I say?
What else can I say?
Thank you so much. Did you enjoy your HNEW experience?
I hope you had a good time.
It's literally just the same as hanging out with you guys. We're just recording it. But I think that's the best thing. That's why when you guys first started
It's
it,
immortalized.
it was COVID, and we couldn't see each other. And it definitely made me just like feel like I was in the room with y'all. And I loved that.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
That was the best.
The goal.
Experience.
I definitely felt super united with people at that time too during the podcast.
Yeah.
Because we were just calling people up, calling strangers. That's how I started hanging out with Jenny even.
Yeah.
She was like, I want to be on the pod. And I was like, oh, Jenny wants to be on the pod.
She was just trying to chase that fame, that pod fame, and look where you are now.
Bingo.
Oh my God. And now we have a pod together on
Yeah.
Patreon. It's so good. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Thanks for being here to kind of christen our house goodbye and you know
what's
commemorate.
funny about this house? A lot of the furniture is mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that earlier when you walked in because you were like, oh, you got a couch. I was like, well, that couch you gave us, that desk you gave us.
That
I can't
rug,
remember if that lamp out there is yours. Do you want it back?
We can talk about it.
All right. I can donate it for you. If you
Yeah,
want me
a
to.
lot of good memes in this house.
Yeah.
Name 5. Just kidding.
Oh my God, I could have named 25.
Name 1.
Blake's little surprise party.
That was a fun
Birthday party was great.
Yeah.
Gosh, there's just been Halloween parties here where I had a full like fruit basket on my head.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Bonfires in the back.
Bonfires in the back.
Bonfires in the back.
Making rainbow jelly shots.
Yeah.
Jello shots.
Those are really good.
Those are good.
And I usually hate those things.
Just coming over and listening to y'all's new music.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun.
Yeah. Remember coming over?
No.
Remember going to friends' houses?
Barely. Pictures only are the way I know I did it.
We're like in the fucking living in like, I don't even know.
2020.
I started reading Handmaid's Tale.
Yikes.
Whoa.
It's crazy. But anyway,
But yeah. Thank you guys.
Where can we find you? Say it again.
You can find Fat Bread at Fat Bread Bakes on Instagram. And in the bio is the order link. You can find me. Don't. There's nothing interesting
You can find me
going on
through
there.
her through my page.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
my friend followers. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Stalk Blake to find me.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fat Bread's, my little passion project.
Yeah.
I put a lot of money into it, a lot of time into it, and it's just been really fun, and I hope I can keep going after it.
Yeah, get into that subscription, y'all. We'll
Support
plug
our
it.
friend. She's fucking incredible.
Thank you, buddies.
Thank you, guys. Can you say bye?
Goodbye.
Honestly, not even burning coming soon.
Yes.
I got nothing to say, yeah, I'm just loving the way you're looking over here. Come over here and tell me your name. I could tell by the sound, yeah, when you open your mouth. I hear my new favorite melody, hey. We should both run away.